You're up, finally. Wait, I was just in here. How'd you get there so quick? Actually, who are you and how'd you get in my house?
You know, I fucking love sandwiches. They're quite similar to a story, really. You have a collection of ingredients in the middle, just thrown together, but if you don't have a sustainable beginning and end containing those ingredients, it's just a mess of things that don't really blend.
That didn't answer a single one of my questions.
Yes, well, we're still at the first slice of bread. Speaking of which, can you pass me the bread from the pantry, please? Never mind, I got it.
Wait, what? How'd you do that?
There, the first slice of bread is prepared. So, I guess now we can get to the meat of the story.
Listen, I don't care about your bread metaphor, alright? You break into my house, start eating my food, and then all of a sudden you turn into freaking Magneto? I think I deserve some answers.
Well, more like Jean Grey, actually. Did you not watch any of the X-Men movies?
I don't care about X-Men. Just get out of my house.
You see, as the sandwich gets further in progress, I can now start explaining a few things.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That right there? That is what you call telekinesis. It's like a self-driving car. It's like, I can't drive, but I'm like, driving the car with my mind. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Does that make sense?
Like the guy from Fantastic Four?
Your lack of pop culture knowledge is painful. Who in Fantastic Four even has power anything like this? Okay, telekinesis. The ability to make the sandwich without actually making the sandwich. More specifically, the ability to move objects. You keeping up so far?
Yeah, I know what telekinesis is, but why? How do you have it? And why is the one person in the world that has telekinesis breaking into my house and making a sandwich?
That question I can't answer. But you're not gonna like it. Do you really want to try and run? Do you really think you can outrun what I am capable of? I mean, this is a damn fine sandwich, and I made it with very little effort.
I was contemplating it, but until just now, I think you've convinced me not to.
Yeah, I know. It's a gift. I mean, besides the actual gift, but you get the point. I have great people skills. This is a pretty big house you have, by the way. Strange you live in a house so big, all by yourself. Aurora?
Used to be somebody else, but they don't live here anymore.
Kind of vague, don't you think?
Well, it sounds like you already know everything about me, including my name.
Well, I know more about you than you do. My name's Clementine, by the way. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
The pleasure's all yours. You still haven't answered why you're here.
So who did you live with? Boyfriend? Cousin? Girlfriend? I don't judge.
Boyfriend, actually. It didn't work out. Are you happy now?
Oh. I haven't been happy in a long damn time. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So what happened? Did you catch him doing some dirty with the neighbor or something?
It was my fault.
You did the dirty with the neighbor?
No, I didn't cheat. Neither of us cheated. I had a problem and he just lost patience with me. And that's why it's a population of one in here, okay?
Yeah, I know. I already knew all of that. I have full control of the sandwich. Kind of like how I have full control over this current situation right now.
So you know about my drinking problem?
Bingo! Hit the nail on the head. That's how you build a wardrobe. You know, looking around your kitchen, don't really need superpowers to figure that one out. Oh, also, you're almost out of milk.
He really tried, okay? He really tried to help. He encouraged me with the AA meetings and the step programs, but it just didn't work out the way it was supposed to.
Wrong! You didn't allow any of that shit to help you. You chose to ignore all of that so you could return to your comfort zone and you know it. So that's what happened. That's why it didn't work out the way it should have.
Oh yeah? You just know everything, don't you? Thanks to those special abilities. Do those powers also help you to act like a judgmental piece of absolute trash? Yes! I gave in to my demons, and that's why someone close to me isn't here right now. But it's those same demons that have helped me through these past couple of months.
Demons. And that's power we both have in common. At least your demons are physical. They can be physically poured down a sink. You don't have any excuses for who you are as a person.
Great. Another magic trick. All my issues are solved.
No! Your issues are far from solved, and neither are mine.
I get your point. Now can you please leave? I won't mention this incident to anyone. And we can just go our separate ways.
We can never go our separate ways, Aurora. Our paths have crossed a while ago, and that won't change anytime soon.
What do you mean?
It wasn't just the drinking, was it? There was another incident that caused him to leave. Do you remember what made you start taking those AA meetings? Because you definitely did not decide that yourself.
So you know about that too?
6 months ago. That Tuesday night, you decided to go late night driving with those demons of yours backseat driving! You can't run away from me, Aurora. Not like you run away from those demons. everything that happened that night. I heard this story from judges and therapists over and over. But now, I want to hear it from you, the person responsible for it. All of it!
Please don't. I will do anything you want. Please don't make me relive that night.
Do it. Do it now before I break your fucking neck without even touching you. I'll walk out of here scot-free just like you did. When I say something, I mean it. Now start doing your best David Attenborough impression and start describing every fine fucking detail that went down that night. I mean it. I need you to say it out loud. Well, maybe not the David Attenborough impression, but, well, you get the idea.
Okay. I did it, alright? I was driving that night.
How?
Drunk.
Then what? Then what happened?
And then we got into an accident.
With who?
My friend was in the car. And he was telling me not to drive. But I didn't listen. And we were arguing. And we crashed into an oncoming car.
Finally, we get to the point of the entire night.
I didn't mean to. I would give anything to do that night over.
But you still didn't give up the bruise. You were on a roll of truth for a second there. But you started spitting baloney again. Go on. Tell me what happened after the accident.
The other guy didn't make it. But after me and my boyfriend got out of hospital, I lost my license and went to AA.
Yeah, AA. Not rehab or an actual fucking prison where you belong.
You knew the other person, didn't you?
He was my fiancé. The love of my fucking life. And you took him. You took him away from me. You never saw me because the judge wanted a private trial because he didn't want you to be uncomfortable during your account of the night. What bull! The only reason I found out about your sentence is because I used these powers to extort that information out of your scumbag lawyer.
Did you kill him?
Only one person in this room is a murderer, and we both know who that is.
I didn't murder him. It was an accident. I'm sorry.
You see, I didn't get these powers until after that night. I still don't know if this was within me the whole time or not. But I guess you discover new things about yourself through trauma.
Please don't hurt me. You can't come back from something like that.
Yeah, you would know. One night and one decision. That's all. That's all that has caused everything that's happened to me and you from then up until tonight. Consider that night the first slice of bread, and this night the last slice in this stupid metaphor.
It isn't stupid. I get the metaphor. Okay, just please put the note down. Put me down.
Sandwiches were his favorite. I always made him sandwiches every single day before he went to work. I hated them before I met him. He always used to feel so proud about how he convinced me to love them as much as I do. After meeting him, I always ate them, always made them, always talked about them, and he took all the credit. But it wasn't the sandwiches I loved. It was how they made him feel. How something so small and insignificant brightened up his day every day without fail. But not anymore. That was his name. Whether the scar is permanent or not, everything else is. And I want you to remember that name for the rest of your life. I hope I helped you tonight. If you want to pick it up, I won't stop you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I took him. I'm sorry I took him from you. Both of you deserve better.
This is where our paths divert, but our history will never change.